What is up, boys, and welcome back to another brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about the king of unpredictability in VGC 2020, my boy Dragapult. Now before we get into that, let's look at Dragapult's typing, its weaknesses, and its base stats. So Dragapult is a dragon and ghost type Pokemon, and I love its design. I love the design that they gave a lot of these dragon types in Generation 8. I'll definitely have to say that Dragapult and Duraludon are some of my favorites. But now, because of the dragon and ghost typing, Dragapult is weak to Ice, Fairy, Dark, Dragon, and Ghost. And its abilities are Clear Body, Infiltrator, and Cursed Body. Clear Body, obviously the go-to when it comes to Dragapult. Then we look at Dragapult's base stats. It's got 88 HP, 120 physical attack, 75 defense, 100 special attack, 75 special defense, and 142 base speed. So that's absolutely insane because I think Dragapult is the fastest Pokemon in the meta. I don't think there's anything else that even comes close to it. I think the closest thing in the meta, well, no one really uses it, but the closest thing out there that can pretty much well, actually doesn't outspeed Dragapult either. The only Pokemon I can think of is Jolteon. Jolteon has 130 base speed, but yeah, I don't think there's anything in the meta that outspeeds Dragapult. I think Dragapult is just that damn fast. But I mean, it does have a 75 physical defense and a 75 special defense, so it is pretty frail right there. Its 88 HP isn't too bad, but having that 120 physical attack and 100 special attack is really good because you can run a physical or a special attacker. And because of the Clear Body, you don't have to worry about stuff like Intimidate, because in VGC 2020, the #1 Intimidator is pretty much Arcanine. And also, people tend to run Snarl on Arcanine, so on top of Intimidate, they can lower your special attack. But thanks to the Clear Body, you don't have to worry about that. But now, let's take a look at Dragapult's move pool, because that's what makes Dragapult just so unpredictable in this meta. So we look at Dragapult and we just see all these moves right here. It gets Fly, it gets Thunder Wave. So on top of a physical attacker or special attacker, I've even seen people running kind of more of a support Dragapult, because Dragapult gets so many things. It gets beat up. So usually when you see the beat up strat, you'll usually see Lucario with Whimsicott or a justified Arcanine with Whimsicott. But if you wanted to catch your opponent by surprise, you could run Dragapult with beat up with a justified Lucario or justified Arcanine. So running a support Dragapult is just another way to catch your opponent by surprise. It also gets Helping Hand. It gets Thunder Wave. It gets both Light Screen and Reflect. So you can even run a dual screen Dragapult. It gets Will-O-Wisp as well. And now we take a look at some special attacking moves that Dragapult gets. It gets Surf. And I actually did run into this set on Showdown. I've only seen it once though. It's where someone was running Surf Dragapult alongside Colossal. And because of Dragapult's speed, it's going to outspeed everything on the field. So it goes first, goes for Surf. You hit your own Colossal, you activate its weakness policy, and because of the Steam Engine, you increase Colossal's speed. And pretty much just sweep from there. I ended up getting absolutely destroyed. But that was the only time I actually saw Surf. I usually just see Hydro Pump on Dragapult. There's also Thunderbolt that it gets. It just gets so many moves. There's also Scald if you want to go on the more safer side because of the accuracy on Hydro Pump. But yeah, because of these moves, Dragapult checks so many things in the meta right now. So Rhyperior, 4 times weak to water. Well, Dragapult gets Hydro Pump. You can Dynamax, go for a Max Geyser, either KO or do a ton of damage to Rhyperior. Another Pokemon that is a pretty big threat in the meta, but also is also 4 times weak to something, is Gyarados, which is 4 times weak to electric type moves, and Dragapult gets Thunderbolt and Thunder. So I mean, Dragapult just has such an insane move pool. It even gets Steel Wing, so when you go for Dynamax, you can just go for Max Steel Strike and increase your physical defense and also increase your other Pokemon's physical defense. Its move pool is just absolutely insane, man, and I love it. So when we look at Dragapult and you see the moves, you see right here, Phantom Force is the #1 move on Dragapult, 65%, Protect at 37%, Dragon Claw, then Draco Meteor, Dragon Darts. You got Fly at 26%, Shadow Ball, Dragon Dance, Steel Wing, U-Turn, Flamethrower, Breaking Sweep, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Will-O-Wisp, Reflect, Light Screen, and then Thunder Wave, Ally Switch, and Sucker Punch. Follow it up with Dragon Pulse at 3%. You see the top used items on Dragapult? Life Orb, follow it up by Weakness Policy, Lumberry, Choice Specs, Focus Sash, and Choice Band. So there you go, Choice Specs and Choice Banded Dragapult. But it looks like Choice Specs is a bit more popular than Choice Banded. You got Assault Vest, Light Clay for the dual screens, Choice Scarf, Eject Pack, Spooky Plate, Wide Lens, Expert Belt, and then just the berry at the very end. So just Dragapult there's just so many different ways that you can run Dragapult. It just makes it unpredictable for your opponent to really know what you're gonna do until they actually see the moves. And here are some sets. Now the first one right here, Dragapult with Focus Sash, this is actually the Dragapult that I'm currently running on my team. It's an Adamant Nature, Max Speed, Max Attack with Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, Dragon Dance, and Protect. Especially, I mean, if you're gonna run a physical attacker and you have Dragon Dance, there's like no need for Jolly. Dragapult already has an insane base speed at 142. Get one Dragon Dance up, you're good to go. And again, because you don't have to worry about those Intimidates, you can just keep going for Dragon Dance, man, and just put out so much damage. Focus Sash, of course, Focus Sash is there just to, help you out, just in case your opponent has something that can one-shot you. You can live it because of that Focus Sash. Now here we have a Life Orb Dragapult with Phantom Force, Dragon Claw, Steel Wing, and Protect. I've seen this. I actually haven't used a Dragapult like this, but I have seen one. And then here we go. We have a special attacking Dragapult, Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, and then here we have. I didn't put any like EV spreads on this one. I wasn't sure what to put on it, but pretty much here's what you can run if you want to run like more of a support Dragapult. You got Reflect, Light Screen, Will-O-Wisp, and Ally Switch. Now, the reason why Dragapult is just such a scary Pokemon, because you can't predict it, is when I was testing out my team with the Dragon Dance Dragapult, I led off with it, and my opponent ended up leading off with Gyarados, and they ended up switching it out. So it was pretty funny because, I mean, maybe they saw something else, but I think the reason why they switched out the Gyarados was because they probably thought I had something like Thunderbolt on Dragapult, so they probably thought I was running something like this, a special attacking Dragapult, because you can just Dynamax and then Max Lightning and just one-shot that Gyarados. So again, and I was just running a pure physical attacking Dragapult. So my opponent ended up wasting part of their turn 1 switching out the Gyarados, and I ended up just going for Dragon Dance. And pretty much from there, my opponent was pretty much screwed. They couldn't do anything. They can switch the Gyarados back in and get the Intimidate off, but it's not going to do anything because of my Clear Body. And then I can just keep going for Dragon Dances, or just after one Dragon Dance, guys, you can just Dynamax and just start attacking. Start going for Max Phantasm and lower your opponent's physical defenses. So then the following turn, you already have a +1 attack Dragapult. And the following turn, you're going to hit them again, but now they're at -1 defense. So right now, I'm loving Dragon Dance Dragapult. This is the only set I've tried out so far. I haven't tried out anything else. I haven't tried out a special attacking Dragapult or a support Dragapult, but I kind of do want to try those out in the future. But yeah, This is the reason why Dragapult is just so unpredictable in VGC 2020. It's its move pool, man. It just has so many moves. You can run so many different sets. It's just insane. Well, anyway, boys, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time.